Okay. Are we alive? Do we exist? Always the prevalent question. Is do we exist? And the answer is possibly. Always possibly. Possibly. Yeah, no, that's just way too hot even to touch. You will have to wait for just a moment. So, hello, everyone. I'm Firespit. Protogen most likely to be an absolute disaster zone anywhere and everywhere he goes, whether he wants to or not. And welcome back! As you can tell by the title, we're doing more oxygen not included because that is basically what we exist to do here. It's consumed our entire life. So let's go ahead and jump right into things where we left off with the god bloody water geyser in the middle of the lava, buried under even more lava. Well, I guess it's magma, but still. Which is then buried under obsidian, under more magma. High cobalt volcano. We'll get to you later. I'm just not looking forward to getting my paws on that. But off the hill we shall sail for the shores of the sweet polluted water vent. Let's get into this mess. I forgot about this. I'm gonna cancel that dig just so we can get this higher stuff dug out first. Ellie, you are just constantly unstable. It is madly frustrating. Oh, it's a morb. Hi, morb. He produces polluted oxygen, and it is usually the result of not cleaning out the outhouses. And if you just leave an outhouse filled for too long, it'll spawn a morb. And it'll morb all over the place. What's he doing? Flying out over there. Why is this? Okay, I see. Bionic oxygen tanks are low. It's not too big a deal, that's manageable. How is the chimney going? The chimney is taking its time. Which is fine, it's gonna take a while to do. Let's see here, I was looking under the wrong thing. I don't need to use an insulated pipe, we can just use a regular pipe. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I have to jump the gap. Whatever. And just jump that hook into that. There we go. More brine ice. That's going to be a problem. At least we got one of these guys. Yeah. You get this brine ice out of here before it turns back into a... Before it somehow melts down and then turns back into bricks. Brine ice is obnoxious that way. Alright, there we go. Then we'll get rid of all of that. And then the bonbon trees may grow. Excellent. Do that because the plan is to use some of the excess production here to fuel power systems. Oops. Oh, that's a problem. That explains a little too much. And what are you holding on to right now? You are empty. Awesome. Okay. Update. Alright. Let's see here. Destination. What's left here? I know these do recuperate over time. As they are kind of renewable source. And goodbye. Robo Rocket is off on its mission. That's kind of annoying. That is all chlorine gas over there. How did that happen? Well, actually, I kind of see how it happened. The carbon dioxide is stuck amongst other things. And this stuff needs to be ventilated out as well. What are we waiting on for that? No, this, of course. You know what? We're gonna get that built and just let that sit where it is. They got airlock access through here. What I'm kind of doing here is something I should have done in the first place, but I'm kind of building an area where Duplicants can stand and drill out more territory. That's not going to be useful. That's not good. Why did you... What happened? Why did we lose the Alfeo there? Ah. That would do it. Slightly too hot. Why are we too hot? Okay, because we got warm polluted water sitting in the mix. Okay, that makes sense. It's a little unfortunate, but yeah, no, that makes sense. Oops. Not what I meant to do. And there we go. That would be Frankie returning from his rocket launch. Yep. Excellent. And it's slowly going to just fill up with nectar. Just as these guys produce daily. In the optimal setting, 80 kilograms a cycle. Nice. I mean, if you want to be civilized about it, yes, it does require milk. Otherwise, you can be absolutely unhinged and use water or, I guess, orange juice. And you will be judged for using orange juice. Thank you. How is Yuckiel doing? Could be doing better, could be doing worse. Diamonds. As diamonds are kind of needed for the rockets drill to work properly. Long wire. And then we just leapfrog these to make life a little easier. Oh yes, diamonds. Lots of diamonds. That's a standard water geyser. That's going to be a little annoying, but I could potentially work with that. I don't want to, but I could. Okay, let's see, back to Sariola. Or Sarola. This needs to be analyzed. I need to figure out when this thing erupts. But on top of that, I kind of want to capture heat in here as well. Ooh, I may want to use ceramic for that. So let's see. What does this erupt at? 2,000. Igneous rock. You melt down at. Okay. Yeah, ceramic would work. Ceramic would be just good enough for this. You need more ceramic tiles. You need a lot more ceramic. I'm out of heat. That's unfortunate. Actually, what I should be doing here, now that I think about it, sensor. And then shipping. Oh, that's gonna be a little crowded. That reaches just past the vent. Why am I using iron? All the metals I could be using. Yeah, let's make some copper. Because these guys, they live for a while. So what I should do, at least for the moment, we're gonna do it anyways. We have 5 eggs. That explains where that suit is. Ah, okay. I knew it was missing a suit somewhere. It should be warm enough to plant a fig in here. Now, emphasis on should be. And that's going to snatch things up till it reaches its full 12-ton cargo hold. And this thing is just... we're just limited by applied sciences. Which is just going to take a while. At least for the moment. Okay. Excellent. Love to see it. Reject all for now. Well, hang on, actually. Yeah, reject all for now. Wouldn't mind a third duplicant here, just not with those traits. Oh yeah, that's digging things out like that has accelerated slightly the construction speed. I say slightly because they still gotta climb. And you know, I should also do... Something to help them descend faster. Oh, hang on, it's being made out of nickel. Wrong material. I want gold. Because there will be plenty of gold. When do you erupt? Oh, okay. It'll be erupting soon. What's entombed? Somehow there's more brine ice in here. Absolutely unacceptable how that's happened. Okay, cool. Those are ready for harvest. I need to... We'll get pipes built on those, and then what I kind of plan to do is to gradually, once those pipes are built, I'm going to reconnect this line into here and just drain out all the petroleum. We'll drain the petroleum back into this system. It'll be fine. It will be fine. I got the rocket head back. Not a bad load in her hold either. Oh, come on. Get this lip. Get the water mopped out. There you go. And then since we cleared that out, we may as well just hook this up right here. Nope, that's on top of a battery. Never mind. Can't hook it up right there. I mean, technically, yes, it is possible to mop up lava. The problem is it's incredibly hot and it's going to cook the duplicants. And unfortunately, it's going to be cooked more like along the lines of putting garlic bread in the oven, setting the oven to broil, and then walking away for 10 minutes, kind of cooked. I don't advise doing that, suffice to say. Let's see here. I guess we'll go ahead and dismantle that tile right there. I mean, an unreachable build. They can stand on top of and build over the ladder and the door. I do not understand this nonsense, nor do I pretend to understand it. Oh, I see what the problem is. There we go. Again, Ellie, really? Goodness. Okay, that's not that, just for the moment. I have been lied to about breathability. No, we're good. Okay, that seems to be all wired incorrectly. The problem comes down to this needs to be cleaned out. Okay. Which... Why am I bothering to do this now that I think about it? That's going to heat the water up. And speaking of heating things up, come here, drywall. We're going to make, out of ceramic tiles, we're going to be a little creative here. We're going to put red warning tiles around the volcano. Just a little creative. And that'll all be made out of ceramic, so it won't melt under the aluminum eruption. Okay, power. Okay, what's the ambient cooling's not bad. Okay. I think I know what I'll do here. Go ahead and dig out just a little bit more up over here. And then power. No iron should be good. You know, we'll use aluminum. We'll use that freshly minted volcanic aluminum. Automation wire I'm gonna need. We'll use the yellow one. Perfect. What are you doing? Oh, you are taking your time because you're not construction orientated. Kind of funny because I want the wires. I want the power cable built first. T. Alright, Iridium output's looking good. Hitting the rocky asteroid field, or even this one, would not be a bad idea. Another one over there with similar loadout. We have a copper meteorite shower coming in. That's interesting. Oh well. Ice would be nice. I'll have to, I need to redesign my filtration system anyways. So that's something I should get to in the first place. Oh no, I don't have the sorter. That's a bridge. That's not what I... Okay, that's a little annoying. I don't have the sorter. You know what? I shouldn't have that run through there. I should have it go over here. Just in case I want to put platforms there. Can I put these right here? No, I cannot. I will just have that drop right there for now. They've already built it. Tube and tube. Okay, you are plugged in. Why are you not? Weird. That could be useful. Okay. Oops. Wrong button. More tube. Just endless tube. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that's not good. I mean, I guess technically. Except it doesn't fit in the back of a truck, so not really. You are plugged in, right? Yes, you are. And that's also receiving power. That's entombed, that's yes. All that is entombed, I know. That's gonna be an issue. Alright, excellent. Uses that first. Of course, Ellie's stress is once again through the roof. But these guys have just enough food for one more cycle, so they should be fine for now. Was still entombed. Ah. That is. Okay. What do you got on you? Okay, plenty of data banks. We're gonna go ahead and harass this thing first. Alright, have fun. And goodbye! Oh, whoops. I don't have the solid filter built or researched. That's an oops. Alright, that'll have to come after I get the improved hydrocarbon engine. I don't have quite enough rad bolt to finish it. Oh, that's a 7. I thought that was a 5. Oops. Actually, you know what? I have a different idea. No, I can't do that. Never mind. That would be detrimental to the plants. The plants that I've worked so hard to maintain. I'm going to need significantly more tube. Alright, that's a problem. Yuckiel doesn't have any food. Right. And these guys are just gonna build. Okay. There we go. At least they got some food now. They're not going to be starving. Pressure halted. Oh. Oh, atmospheric pressure is kind of high. Okay, I see. That's a little bit of a problem. And it's just a teeny tiny issue. Oh well, what can you do, you know? Okay, how's this doing? Kind of. You're going up here to dig. All right then. There we go, plastic tube. Tubes have been established. Oh, hello, a mulewood seed. Not quite what I want, but I haven't been able to get a hold of any of those up until now. Yeah, no landing available. Just splat right into a wall. Just nyom thwack. Use some gold tiling along here. Okay, establish power, and then establish power and establish piping. And at some point I'll need to set up more ADS stuff. I'll use more bunker tiles to protect things. Yeah, that should be fine. Because I want at least a little bit of rope. This thing was supposed to be positioned right here. And then hooked up like that. Accuracy of asteroid defenses. Blast shot maker. Make some more of that good stuff. At some point I should probably establish more centralized cooling. Well, at some point. Sorry, Pacus, but you have laid eggs, so you have been chosen. Pressure is somehow too high. Not actually sure how that happened. But understandably, I have to work on lowering it. Oh, excellent. I need to get that next. Thankfully, that's going to be a significantly faster research. Excuse me, copper ore. No, that's not going to work. Sure. We'll make it out of iridium. Okay, let's go ahead and swap this module for... Oh, right. I can't just swap engine modules. I have to replace them. I actually have to deconstruct an engine module to replace it. That's kind of annoying, but whatever, I suppose. There we go. Alright, Yucky Yell. There we go. Reduce atmosphere pressure just a bit. Let's see here. One thing I want to do. Yes, actually, I know exactly what I want to do. Some of this water is going to be in for an unfortunate use. Okay, base, no stations. So, I'm gonna get an atmosuit checkpoint established over here. What are you guys doing? Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, I understand. Actually, if we're gonna do that, never mind. If they're gonna be grabbing those, what I should do... Back in their stations. Let's checkpoint, facing this way. I'll kind of move through the volcano from this side. I was thinking of moving in through this side, but it might be better if I go in through this side, just so I can have access to the stuff over here. Apple bush seeds. That's weird. He doesn't have a supplying set. I'll take the pike apples at Sarola, but not really set to grow them just yet. I don't have any Drecos. If I had Drecos, they'd be producing phosphorus, and then I'd be like, hey, we'll grow these. It'll be great. But not quite yet. quite yet. These are not established yet. Come on. Come on, guys. These are just a little more important. The salt water is... Oh, the brine, I'm sorry. The brine is bubbling. Boy, oh, toil in trouble. And that's bleachstone being brought over here. What did I earn for achievement? First teleport of call. Teleport a duplicant, defrost a friend on another world. Nice. Okay. You like achievements? Even though we don't really look over the achievements much, we can take a quick look at them. See what all we've earned and what we've potentially been locked out of. Turn of the century, space race. That's always a fun one to get. Just getting to the point where you can launch your first rocket's a bit of a challenge. I use the duplicant skill points to buy out an entire branch of skill tree. That's pretty easy. Construct a building outside the initial starting biome. Pretty straightforward. Survive for a year. Enter oil biome. That one can be a little bit rough at times. Cook food using, not the micro musher. Ventilate oxygen. Bed and bathroom for everyone. Use laboratories and sinks instead of outhouses. Automation, art. Yeah, pretty straightforward stuff, all things. Go to launchpad on a world without a teleporter. Need to do that. GMO A-OK. Successfully analyze at least one seed of all mutatable plants. That might take a while. Oh no, that's 1,000 tons from space POIs. Points of interest. And land dupes or rovers on all worlds in the cluster. That will be a little tricky. Actually, no, this will be a little tricky. Have a rat boat travel a cumulative 10 kilometers. Though that is cumulative, so that may just be a case of taking time. If the duplicants in one rocket survive in space for 10 cycles in a row with a morale of 25 or higher? Okay, that's going to be a little tricky. I'm going to research reactor full capacity for 5 cycles. I might be able to do that. Produce a databank using data miner operating at maximum efficiency. Install 8 boosters in a single bionic duplicant. No, that's not good. What's going on with my power? Max gas pressure. Why is it max gas pressure? Because of the water. That's a problem. don't know what to do with you. You are always on the verge of imploding. It's kind of ridiculous. Actually, I think I know what to do. Get you guys some mealwood seeds. That should be good. That ought to do it for this place. Though part of the problem is pressure. I don't know why pressure is so high over here specifically. It's a little strange. Well, it's something at least. Well, it's something. It's not great, though. I'm not sure how water ended up in here, but that could have been disastrous. Well, it almost was. Because this is running at maximum gas pressure. Oh, there we go, at least. Now we finally got those hooked up. Excellent. What do you mean space above rocket is blocked? Okay, I think I understand. I don't. Alright, let's just build this for now. Space above rocket is blocked. Oh, I see. That ladder needs to be deconstructed. I see now. And how? Oh, okay, you're coming back already with a bunch of copper, sediment, and igneous rock. Wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and zero this out for now. Has this volcano handling, trapping in all the heat quite nicely. Until we can get this built, it'll be even better. Or once we get this built, it'll be even better. Just kind of an eruption tube. Food, farm tiles. Atmos suits I will need. We'll just make out aluminum. We'll need 2 of those. And we're gonna do this a step ahead, but we're gonna go ahead and make a lead suit. That's not good. Okay, we can go ahead and just. I want to disconnect from right here. These can reconnect. Cancel the build order, just drain the fluid. Alright, now the important thing to note is that let's just keep these guys running for now. The important thing to note about nectar is it's got a much lower freezing temp. Yeah, 190, so we can go ahead and turn this way down. For now, we'll use it as a bit of a makeshift cooling medium. It doesn't have as great a thermal conductivity as the petroleum fuel, but the trade-off is the much higher thermal capacity and other thingy. Freezing temp. The much lower freezing temp. There it is. Your guys' temperature tolerance is 250. Okay. Wrong plant. Sweepers. You can be up against the ceiling. Just past the vent. Okay. I'm gonna need more materials. But right now I'm focused on making steel. Materials unavailable. It's literally right there. I have 500 kg steel. Weird. Oh well. Well, what can you do, you know? And then where is... There it is. Then, if it's got the space, I'm hoping it has the space, we should be able to put a large liquid fuel tank on top of it. Which we're gonna need anyways, because the large engine just does not hook up into it. But that'll give us extended range, which will be great. Well, no, actually, it is reachable. I can hopscotch it. Hop, skip, and jump. Alright, can you turn? I'm just trying to get down over here. That is like the tube-focused end goal, is just getting down there. And these guys... Actually, did we get our Atmos suits built? No, we did not. We got one built. Where is it? Oh, I see what happened. It got delivered, and I have a worn suit that needs to be refurbished. I need another builder and operator. Well, hopefully on the next print we can get that. You know what? No. We're gonna do something a little fancy. Or at least get the start of something fancy. Comfy beds. And I'm out of tea, so crack open some sparkling water. It is orange flavored today instead of lime. Oh, bugger, the mammoths have breached containment. I don't want them down there. Oh, great. Okay. Now I have to redesign this. Because I completely forgot about the mammoths, because they've been behaving, because I was forcing them to behave. I'm not sure how a Mimillet got in here. Or a Mimica. They turned into a Mimillet. I'm not sure how a Mimica got down in here specifically. Oh, I see how. Never mind. There's a ladder right there. Figs. We're gonna go ahead and drop those over here. Okay, that gives us figs. Ventilation. Yeah, it should be fine. How is this managing? Okay, these guys are almost ready to get piped out again. Wonderful. Harvest at 20 kilograms. Yeah, these do not produce 80 kilos a cycle. That is a lie. Would have been great if they did, though. Would have been absolutely great if they did. Okay. Let's see, the next big thing would be replacing this engine. I will need to remove this ladder. I'll need to remove 2 ladder. And make more steel. Dang it. Oh, what can you do, you know? Okay, fuel. Actually, we got a lot of height. I think the next thing I should do for this guy is... not the Trailblazer module. No, that would require dropping a duplicant directly. Yes, a rover module. I don't have any other kind of rocket cones. Alright, these trees have been freshly squeezed, that's good. Honestly, what I'm thinking of now is, since I got temperature under control, I can just get rid of these automation systems. They're not really needed at this point. Speaking of automated systems, why are you... oh. Did you really overheat? Oh dear. Yeah, no, that overheated. Overpressurized because the steam in here is just not hot enough. We're getting close. Yeah, I should probably let that aluminum cool off now that I think about it, but oh well. This bloody water barricade. Alright, what are you doing? Herald. Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, I see why you're doing it. I have to question... Where are my ammo suits? Do you have ammo suits here? No, you don't. Where did my ammo suits go? Yeah, nope, no ammo suits. Okay, that's weird. Oh, okay, they're behind the, Oh, don't tell me you're gonna be overpressurized. That's probably gonna be overpressurized. This thing. I mean, once I get this chimney chute built, I might just build an additional pipe and just pump water right out into space. Because a lot of it's wastewater I genuinely just don't have the plumbing system to handle. Might hold on to that. Okay. That could have been, but was not an issue. Oh, whoops. That's not supposed to be there. It will. Okay, let's go ahead and... Guess we got these things. So what I'm kind of thinking is we'll do... Oh, how to organize these. Well, actually, first off, I know what we're going to start with. We're going to start with deconstructing these. Kind of. We won't deconstruct that. We'll deconstruct these guys, though, and the conveyor surrender. And I realized I never set them to manual use. Whoops. That's kind of important. Alright, I take those apart. Shipping. Get rid of the conveyor belts themselves as well. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and deconstruct that, but we won't deconstruct the conveyor rail. We'll start with one right here. And then what I kind of want to do is I want to sort all the metals first, and then rocks, and then organics. Because there are some points of interest that do give organics. Like up here we got amber and peat. Well, yeah, I guess I'd consider peat an organic. This will be sorted separately to dump straight somewhere else. Ooh, That's going to be obnoxious to deal with. That's fine. Yeah, iridium's definitely a metal. Okay, that just regenerates. I kind of wish you would tell me what its regeneration time was at, but apparently it's just gonna slowly regenerate without telling me. That's going to be difficult. Unreachable storage, that's what I thought. Okay. Not too big of a deal. Easy fix. Actually, hang on. Don't deconstruct that. Get that built instead. Turn around. These guys are idling. The reason they're idling is because I am being a problem. and flooding this place every time I turn around. Yeah, I'll need a branch for that. Okay, that's not too big of a deal. At some point, I'm going to need to ship plastic and steel over here so they can get building steam engines. You know, I'm going to get you for now. Go ahead and hold on to you for now, Ren. Skills. And then once he's at farming and ranching 1, he'll be ready to be sent over to Yuckiel. But for the moment, not much else I can do with him. Should have banked him in the first place, but oh well. Alright, oxygen distribution's not looking too bad. The biggest intimidating factor is all the carbon dioxide down here. How's this going? It's going gradually. It'll get there eventually. Really? You're truly acting because of the pressure. Why is pressure so high? And of course, Ellie's on a meltdown again. Well, kind of. Pretending to be. Visibility, bionic oxygen tanks are low, bionic power is a bit of an issue, but we should be able to manage. That's good, that's good. That's also looking really good. More bonbon trees. Okay, now what I wanted to start doing as well, now that we built these comfy beds, was private bedroom. Single comfy bed, no cots. Okay. Or I could start slamming everybody into luxury barracks. That would be silly. It would be doable, don't get me wrong. But needs back wall tiles. Okay. Choices. I don't know. I'll have to think of what kind of back walls to use. You're overpressurized, aren't you? Yes, you are. Well, I know how to fix that. And just expand this out. And there he goes. Excellent. You've almost breached the surface. Unreachable. Okay, so let's start with this. Actually, I realized I built this too low because I do want to have storage bins. I'll have to build it one higher up. And tube. Oh, of course, right, because that can't turn right there. Complications. plum eggs taken care of. Yucky L is completely out of food. That's not good. Aside from taking out that, well, that'll give them some food at least to work with. I wonder. Maybe I can get him to come in through there. There we go. Nope. Get back in there. Oh, you. Go, go, go. Got him. Okay. I'm not sure how he ended up suffocating, but he's good now. Yeah, I can see where oxygen generation is a problem. I'm trying to distribute in so many locations. Probably wouldn't hurt to set up another oxygen generator. Especially since it'll let me consume more of my water. Just as a thought. Brine boil at? No, 375. Yeah, we had not quite reached that temperature yet. Kinda getting there. Slowly. Yeah, I know you're overpressurized. What are you guys doing? Oops. Oh hey, a cosmetic print just came up. Favorite. What do we get? What do we get? Digital cobalt. I think I already have that one. We'll go ahead and swing into the supply closet, set to duplicates only. Oh, I also have digital chili twice. We'll go ahead and recycle both of these. There we go. No, because I need to add onto you. No oxygen. That explains it. Yep, alright. I need another oxygen generation system. That's fine. We'll just kind of mirror it. Or should I just build it on top of this? Mirror or build on top? We'll just mirror it. Yeah. No, we won't mirror it. I just realized cooking break. We'll probably end up breaking into that regardless, so... We'll also break into... I cannot win here. Chlorine gas all over the place. Gross. Right, we'll just build it on top. Let's see here, what's the load on this? I could probably shorten the load just a little bit by removing the, Like, I don't actually need the doors plugged in. So that would be 360 removed from this load. I'll need to see what the power load on that is together. Because the concern is if I overload the pipes, or the the pipes. If I overload the power circuit, I overload the power circuit. That's going to cause damage. And that's not going to be good. I'm out of research. Or I haven't been doing any research, I should say. Let's do this. Get jetpacks. You set to hydrogen gas. Okay. Worst comes to worst, I can hook up a second power transformer. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. As for the hydrogen gas, I think what I'm going to do with that is pump it. Well, I've got a few things I can do with it. As a start, I'm going to pump it into this and replace all of the natural gas in here with hydrogen gas. It'll be a better cooling option. More brine ice, goodness. Oh. Okay, that's not good. We are out of food here. Part of the problem is the pressure is too high somehow. Okay, I have an answer though. It's not a good answer, but I have an answer. Actually, yeah, go ahead and just give me the sandstone. Well, it ain't great, but it's something. As for pressure, I think I have some answers to that as well. I can just safely disable that building. Well, at least they both had at least something to eat, so they're not starving anymore. This does sort of take priority, though. See if we can't build around that first. Oh, well, that's a problem. Alright, we'll deal with that in a second. Omega Prawn Spore, sweet. Don't really need it, but sweet. Yeah, starvation on this place. That ain't great. Things are falling apart, not the direction I expected them to be. Let's see here, toggle this door to open. Just deconstruct the tile. Need to pour the salt water out of there. Of course, toilets are clogged. We're so slow with our water consumption, it's not a surprise. Bloody brine ice. Every time I turn... Ooh, that's how you know it's cold. And actually up the temperature threshold on this just a little bit. Okay, so this thing... just collapsed everything at the moment. Okay, so iridium sorts through there. Get the water cleaned up in here. And then, unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with chlorine gas real quick. You know, I might just let this thing suffer chlorine gas temporarily. Yeah. Well, no, actually, I don't want a second. I don't want a second one of those things just yet. So I take that back. We'll just run a double filtration. At least initially, we'll run a double filtration. With the first one obviously being oxygen. Let's see here. Okay. Maybe I should just hook it up to the central pipe. See how that works first. Take some earthleaf seeds. This place short on food is still not great. No, bugger. I would appreciate it if you guys breathed more oxygen. Or something. Power. Actually, I need to check something. Power. Okay, so those want any refined metal will do, along with right, more copper. And we need more copper. That's not good. That begs an important question. Yep, he keeps dropping his power banks in. It's kind of annoying because you'd think an empty power bank wouldn't short out in the liquid, but it's shorting out in the liquid anyways. God, that's obnoxious. Oh, great, you're overpressurized as well. That's Well, we're getting there. We are slowly getting there. And then once we're there, we just gotta dig out all of this stuff. But I think for the moment we're gonna go ahead and lay down a piping groundwork. Yeah, priority 1. Or priority 2, that works too. But the fact of the matter is, it's so low priority they shouldn't do it until they're done with everything else. Or I reset it back to priority 5. No food again. You're responsible. Okay. I understand now. It was you. Now I gotta clear out a whole bunch of territory so I can clear up some space for oxygen to disperse. Who and where and what? That's who and where and why. Okay. All right then, Bubbles. You do you. A single input signal out of one of 4 possible outputs based on the selection made by the controls. Interesting. Probably won't need those presently, but could be useful. 1, 2, 3. No, we'll go 3. Separate all of these. I might end up just deconstructing them outright, but we'll separate all of those. Of course, these are out of oxygen again. It's not a surprise at all. And then we'll go ahead and set up a temporary pipe. Come, there we go. Make the gas bridge. Should fit right there. And then we'll flip this one over, and that should fit right there. Alright, what's the load on this? Alright, this one needs its own power distributor. Alright, never mind. That'd be quick to build. Oh shoot, I forgot I was setting everything to priority 2 on accident. I forgot to switch it back to priority 5 in base construction. Whoops. And I gotta do that, because setting it to 2 in there just defaults everything. Moment. Yeah, because let's see here. We can get... Yeah, we can harvest copper and nickel from space. So I think for the moment, we're just going to go ahead and make 15 of these out of copper and then 15 of them out of nickel. We'll just use that to power ulti. You need this initial base stuff built right away, though. Once that's dealt with, I will need to figure out hydrogen. And where I want it to go. Again? Really? Yeah, but Ellie, you're so useless. Like, every time I turn around, she is high stress. And somehow soaking wet. Well, the massage table reduces stress, but she just, for some odd reason, every time I turn around, she's about to implode. It's like, really, lady? Why are you like this? Where is everybody else currently? Okay. Hope you are not done being imploded. Well, that at least helped a little bit. Yeah, popped eardrums because we're dealing with over 10 kilograms of gas in an area. And I'm not entirely sure how we ended up like that. We just kinda did. Yeah, just a little bit. Hmm. plug these. Never plugged those in. Yeah, well. So my initial plan was trying to set up an area over here, but apparently that's not going to happen quickly. Okay, so I kind of wanted to get like steam engines set up over here and just drip water gradually into this area to slowly cool it off and dig my way through, but doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon. Especially not with the fact that this place is overpressurized. Well, what are you doing? I don't know. I see. Well, at least we'll soon be able to carve out all of this. This probably won't help too much, but oh well, it'll be something. Actually, it kind of will be something. I may need to set up cooling in here at some point. Stuff we're looking at. Yeah, no, I should probably establish a cooling system in here. I know how to, at least. That won't be the hard part. Doing it will be the hard part. Now what do we got? I don't need any of this. Okay, what we're going to temporarily do... We can go ahead and just store this gas for the moment. Whoops, that should be set to oxygen. Yeah, should be plenty of nectar flowing through there. Liquid carbon dioxide, my favorite. Why not? Should we get on food for the moment? Ah, I see where most food's coming from. Never mind. Get rid of that, hook that up. We can go ahead and disassemble this, and then under ventilation, we no longer need this pipe. Excellent. I kind of know what I want to do with the hydrogen gas. I want to bring it up, probably up into here. Maybe. Yeah, I might replace this. Sorry, I thought I felt something wet for a second there. Anyways, no, I replace the natural gas flowing through here with hydrogen. And then I should definitely keep temperature under control throughout all of this place. Like it's trying though, don't get me wrong. We are definitely keeping it under some degree of control. Don't need to be harvesting these guys. But I think we should be managing at least a little bit now. Kind of. Still need to dig out some more blocks to at least get oxygen pressure down a little bit more so we can get some food growing here. How are we doing? Okay, that's backed up. It's not a bad thing that's backed up, but it's kind of an annoying detail. kind of just split the path like that. The problem at that point is I'm just not moving the gas fast enough. Well, that's not quite how I wanted it to work. No, that's not right at all. I mean, it's, well, it's kind of flowing. Let's see here. Ventilation. Where's my shut off? There it is, gas valve. Actually, just had an idea with how things are flowing. Do I just separate these two lines? Because this can then just kind of supply up along here. And then we'll flip that over and supplement in that direction as needed. Yeah, that should work. Emphasis on should. And then why has nobody built this yet? Huh. Yeah, well. Well, we're getting the brine to the point where it's bubbling. Must be another oxyfern seed. Go ahead and just uproot these real quick. Oh, I didn't realize I had an arbitrary seed. Interesting. A use for polluted water, finally. I'll just have to carve out a space for it. Somewhere. In this mess. Oh no. Lost my aloe vera plants. That's not good. Gee, these are getting kind of hot. Actually, not right there. I should do them. Like so. And then we can go ahead and just run a shell pipe back, like so. And go ahead and use conduction panels to, there we go. And you're hungry. Go eat food. And it's downtime. How dare they? How dare they decide to relax in this high-intensity situation? Oh, no, I'm building with ceramic. Whoops. No, I just build with shale. There we go. This thing's built basically right away. My breathability is mostly fine down here. Finally growing our plants. Kind of. Apparently pressure still wanting to be very high. In some places. Not gonna pretend to understand it. Just going to acknowledge it and suffer for it. There we go. That's the cosmetic print. Exciting. Yeah. We already have that. Pretty sure we already got that. Yep. Alright, we'll recycle one of them. Alright, excellent. Getting these supplied quickly. That's going. This has been built wonderful. We'll go ahead and swap this module for... Actually... This is a small cargo bay, large... Oh, a large cargo bay requires a ton of steel. I have half a ton. Maybe a little less than that. So I think I'm gonna need more steel. That's better. Got this area cooled off now. And this just kind of drips off into the void as wastewater. Which is fine. Actually, I just realized the rocket is unreachable. Or the drill count is unreachable. What is your range? Only 8. Okay, what's your range? Well, you've only got the fistful of data modules, so that explains that. That might need to get swapped out. See Alveo Barra coming along. And plant 2 more. That way we can use that for rocket oxidizer because it's looking like trouble. Aku's. That's definitely going to cool things off. It cools it off a little bit. I do not need that pipe right there. Oops. Gonna plant that other oxyfern seed. Swap module with one of these. I'd like to get that built soon. Well, sooner rather than later. Steam engines, steam turbine. 100 plastic, and then 800 refined metal of your choosing. Need a little bit more plastic. Okay. That's gonna need more ice. That's fine. It'll make plenty of ice. Okay, nobody's actually starving. Good. That isn't good. It's getting too hot here. Okay. Right. I gotta figure out cooling and power management at the same time. Shouldn't be too difficult. I kind of have an idea of what I need to do. Utilities, thermal regulators, yes. What's going on here? I don't know. But we are running low on food again, which is not great. What are these being made out of? Wait, that's not the material I want. gold amalgam. That'll be much better. No, oops. Come on. I should do it. And then I'll have to power it, but powering it will be easy. I'll just slap one of these. I'll just slap one of these down here. So we'll just run cooled oxygen through some gas lines at the moment. Should do pretty well on its own. Right, who's irradiated? Okay. It's one of the regular duplicants and not the bionic. This is... no. It has been built, it just hasn't been... There we go. Okay, we can start pumping all that water out of here now, finally. That is a lot of water. Actually, how much water do these guys put out? 750 grams a second. Oh no. That's so much. Come on, bring the water to a boil. I believe in you. Or at least somebody has to anyways. Hey, where are you dumping all this heat? I don't know where it's putting all that heat. Ah, that's ridiculous. Okay, automation. There it is. Thermosensor is always hiding from me. Well, that's where I'll be putting excess gas into, is the void, but, well, not really excess, but heated gas will be getting dumped into the void. A little bit different, but it's about the same. No more crops are wilting. Could you at least take me to the crops that are wilting? Oh, that's not a surprise. How's up my oxalite plants? No, they're doing good. Excellent. And my trees are doing wonderfully. What is your current range? 10 tiles. Oh dear. Really, 10 tiles? I'm gonna need a different rocket for this then. Need more fuel tanks attached to these things. Just what we need. Got plenty of the oxidizer. Going to need more fuel. Yeah, it's getting hot. It's getting very hot. Which is unfortunate because most of the heat's coming from this. Pool of water is just steaming into everything else. And unfortunately, you are down here. A source of acceptable coolness. Enraging, truly. Oh, that's fine. Mimillets can decay all they want. So there's one thing I could do. One thing I definitely could do is, I don't know. I need to check what kind of seeds I've got on. That's not good. Distract. Okay, that is a breach in space. That's fine. We'll actually be able to vent out some of this pressure finally. Perfectly acceptable in my book. Back over here. Let's go and print that iron. Prototype. What's your range now? Oh, now we're talking. Which food do you got? That should be enough food. What are you doing, Ren? Okay. Let's go ahead and... We'll fly over here, like that. Because nobody wants to clean the dang toilet. And there's no food in here again. Great. We'll have a lot of these. Excellent. What was that? Weird. They are kind of... well, they're more than kind of gross. They're definitely not a sanitary situation at all. Where's this going? No. Okay. Ooh, whoops, that's the wrong way. Had it right the first time. Okay, you're getting the cooling system built gradually. Really? The toilet was right. No, now it's still out of order, because of course it is. Hey boy. Yeah, starvation, because she'd rather be on the Yep, come on. Just. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is unfortunate. You have... Oh, jeez. They're both gonna die. Yep. Well, no, Mima is about to, because nobody wants to harvest this. Oh, thank goodness. Figs. The figs were delivered. Oh yeah, an achievement has been earned. What's your stress response? That's not great. Bionic oxygen tanks are low. That's manageable since we have a refill station. I may have to send these guys back temporarily just to get them under control. Where's the teleporter? There it is. Okay, we'll start with Ellie. Teleport. Yeah, be stressed out. Unfortunately, it's going to take 5 days for the teleporter to come back online. Nothing I can really do about that. But Well, something, I guess. Did I have massage tables here? No, I don't think I did. It's... That doesn't look like I have a massage area. Oops. Eh, well. To be honest, not that big of a deal. She'll recuperate fine on her own regardless. But until then, we've gone a little bit over, so unfortunately we'll have to stop here today. In this genuine bit of a disaster, not gonna lie. So, unlike my duplicants, as always, I hope you're all having a good day or good night wherever you may be. Yep. Well, indeed. Oh, it's a mess. It's a delightful mess. One which we'll figure out some way to deal with it when I can. But like I said, unlike my duplicants, hope you all have a good day or good night wherever you may be. And as always, if you like my content, hit the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. Both of those help me out a lot. And if you have any aired thoughts, feel free to leave those down below as a comment. And until next time, ta-ta for now. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.